Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm gonna do my first of my August daily reading vlogs, or reading updates kind of thing that I am trying to do for the month of August, and we'll see how this goes. Of course, I forgot to start this morning because I got up early, just a little bit to go make sure I had time to go get gas in the car. And then I, got to work, and then I was rushing to get into work, and then, work I can't film at. So, and it was 95 degrees today, so I stayed in my office as much as possible with the AC on. So, that's kind of it. And then I came home today and did a few things around the house, and now I'm pretty much on the couch. So, yeah, I probably should have done a little bit more, but, well, it's the first day. Anyway, so I just thought I would check in with what I am reading right now today. So I listened to a lot of Blood and Steel by Helen Schurer, which is the first book in the Legends of Thelismar series. This is a fantasy romance where we're following Thea, who wants to pick up a sword, but the country has made all women stop being warriors 20 years before due to some prophecy about a woman carrying a sword and darkness coming. And so she, but she has this burning desire to become a soldier. That's Cooper. And it's kind of her story of how she becomes, so she wants to become a shield bearer, and then maybe someday become a war sword. So she meets people and things happen. One of the war swords, because there aren't that many left at this point, and they are losing a battle kind of against, or they're having a battle with something coming from the void. So some really scary creatures. And Wilder Hawthorne is one of the last of the war swords that are around, and he and her cross paths, and again, they're pretty connected through this book of her journey to become, to get accepted to be able to take the sword. So there's a lot of stuff that happens in there. There's some travel stuff, so not too much. And there's this huge section in the middle where it's the battle montage, or the training montage, which I don't really like. I mean, it went on for a while. This is a 525 page book, and it was really long, the middle part. I get why, but it kind of was like every other, montage where there are those who you make friends, and then there's those who are the bullies who just never like you no matter what happens, and they are bad and mean, and there's people get hurt, and anyway, this is not like safe like stuff. I mean, people are hurt in here, so in their training. So but it there's some kind of interludes of things that happen that are kind of interesting. And again, Thea's and Wilder's connection are, in and out of seeing each other through things, is, again, it's the romance part to it, but it's just not a lot in this book. I am 90 pages from the end, so I did make a really good dent in this today. I think it read, or, I listened to it, so it went fairly easy. Except that, again, I had a little problem with all the training in the middle. Even though I know it's important, it still was a lot more than I wanted. But anyway, so things are ramping up here at the end. So I don't think I'm going to finish it today, though, because that's 90 pages, and I've read most of this all day. So I listened to it at work and in the car. So I'm going to take a break from that. And I think physically I'm going to try to read one of the 3 novellas in this collection of A Record of a Night Too Brief by Hiromi Kawakami. So it is translated from the Japanese by Lucy North. So I'm going to try to read the title story because it's about 60 pages. So we'll see what happens. If I do, I will come back and talk about it. If not, I'm just going to post this video because, again, I read a lot of the fantasy romance, Blood and Steel. And I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up next because I have still a couple books out from Libby that I want to get to for books that I have on my shelf. So we will see how that goes. I also have ones I own that I could listen to, as well as my reread of The Witchwood Crown. So we will see what happens. But I'm going to try to read a little bit of this. And then tomorrow I hope to finish Blood and Steel. So that's kind of the update. If I do read a little bit of this and have some thoughts, like if I get through the first novella, then I will come back before I close this out. But really, that's kind of it. We're going to try to keep these nice and short because I don't have any time during the week to like do a lot of vlogging, like places, because I can't, I don't vlog at work. I can't do that. So, so I think the weekday ones will be pretty short. The weekends might be a little longer if I go somewhere, but I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm going to stay on this couch until I have to get up and water the hydrangeas after, it gets a little, well, the sun goes like partially down. So, other than that, I think I'm just going to watch the booktube and try to read a little bit, and we will see. So again, if I can come back, I will. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Really? Really? You have to be right here when it's hot? Yes, yes, yes. And there's Truman. Okay, it is about 8:40. I just got in from watering. I'll take a picture of them on one of the other days. Today it was too hot. I didn't want to be out there, and I got it done. So I have finished the first novella in here, Record of a Night Too Few. I guess it's like 60 pages, I think is what I said, and it was bizarre. I don't know what I was expecting. From what it says on the back, I didn't realize it was going to be like so surreal and so kind of off the wall and very really dreamlike. It's very dreamlike. I think that's what it is. And so it's 60 pages and 19 sections of this woman who is out this one night, and there's some kind of parade-ish kind of thing that people are joining, and then it's kind of through the whole thing is it changes, and the different, like, some myth things and some dreamlike things, and this girl that she met, and it's like she falls in love with her, and it's like kind of like a roller coaster of their life together kind of thing, but it's put in this kind of package that makes no sense whatsoever. Super dreamlike. I nearly DNF'd it about 20 times. The only reason I finished it is because this is so short, and again, the next two novellas have to be really good for me to keep this. I will probably get rid of this copy, but again, it's been on my shelf for years, so I just want to get through it. The next one is called Missing, and it's like just under 40 pages. So I don't think I'm going to get that done tonight, because again, even though I have still an hour before I will really go to bed, I don't know if I want to read anymore tonight. My eye, again, I didn't mention it, but I still have my inflammation of my eye. I'm taking medication, which reminds me I need to take my last dose for the night. But I'm just not feeling this collection, but I also want to get it done so it's off my TBR. So, because I've had it on there forever. I did realize I do have another book by her still on my shelf. I think it's the Nakano thrift store or thrift shop. I've had that one for years too, so maybe I'll put that on my list next year, or maybe later this year I'll pick it up. But I really like Strange Weather in Tokyo, but I have not really liked anything else I've read from her. Anyway, this is just weird, as I said. So I will pick up the next novella. If I don't read it tonight, as I said, I don't really feel like I'm going to. It'll be tomorrow, because I do want to get this done pretty quickly for my Women in Translation, because that's my first pick for that. Yeah, I think that's how that's gonna go. So anyway, that's it for now. That's gonna be my wrap up for day one, or well, it's technically number 2, but that you guys are getting, but it's from August 1st. It's always gonna be like that throughout the month. I think it's just the way it's gonna be. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish up. I mean, I'm going to finish up Blood and Steel, but I have no idea what I'm going to pick up next. It'll just depend on my mood. And then, as I said, I'll try to read more of this to finish. But audiobook-wise, no idea what I'm going to pick after I finish Blood and Steel. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.